Now I want to talk to you about customer experience transformation. In the previous module, we took a look at the customer journey, and at this point we've summarized it in 6 points, which is identification, acquisition, conversion, monetization, re-engagement and retention, and evangelization. And now I want to take you forward, leaving that at the core and with, of course, your customer right in the middle. And we're going to look at product creation, brand creation and content creation, but in the context of the customer experience, because it's not enough to just create amazing products or content. What you have to do is make a real impact on the emotions of your customer. Can you think back to a time when you had an exceptional customer experience and it completely changed the way you look at your brand? I want to tell you a story about Nespresso. Now, we have an espresso machine at home, which we'd had for about 2 years and a bit, and that'll be very significant. And it went wrong. And I got the receipt out and I had to look at the receipt, and the receipt said 2-year guarantee finishing on whatever it was, 31st of March. And it was about the 12th of April or something. So we were out of the guarantee period. But I rang up Nespresso and I said, look, I love your machine, I love your products, but the machine's broken. It's gone wrong. And he said, have you got a receipt? Yes. And I gave him the details of the receipt and explained. And he said, you're out of warranty, aren't you? And I said, yes, I'm out of warranty by about 12 days. And he said, you know what? He said, if I was in your shoes and I was struggling to get this sorted out, it would really annoy me that my product was just out of warranty. So you know what? We're going to forget about that and we're going to sort it out. And they did. So they completely, I was expecting a big argument, but they completely blew away my expectations. And they sorted it out, and they had the machine collected, and they gave us a replacement machine while our machine was away, so we could still make coffee. And then about 2 or 3 weeks later, our machine came back and the replacement machine went home. And it was just seamless. It was absolutely, it didn't cost me a cent, but I've never forgotten it. And it's completely changed the way I look at Nespresso. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about amazing customer experiences. And if you can achieve that, then you're going to win the hearts and minds of your customers. And that's what we're trying to achieve. So I'm going to take you through this little module. We'll do a quick summary back at the end. The next step is customer experience transformation. You are not creating products or offering services to your customers. You are designing a range of experiences for them to enjoy and benefit from. This means that you have to create experiences for them that they will not forget and that will draw the two of you closer. Some of this content will be free, but it will also be gated, opt-in required, and paid for. This is how you will build your business. I divide the creation process into 3 steps. Product creation, free, gated, and paid. Brand creation. Remember, your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. Jeff Bezos. And content creation across all types of media and designed to be delivered in the places where your customers are to be found. These experiences will address pain points in their lives, solve problems, enable them to transform their own businesses and lives and move forward. This experience of transformation is what is going to make you stand out and become invaluable to them. This is ultimately why they are going to pay you. This step addresses product creation, brand creation, and content creation, all of which will be designed with your customer in mind. So those are the 3 steps we're going to look at, or we do look at this part of the digital strategy blueprint. We need to go into depth in product creation, in terms of brand creation, and in terms of content creation. And that is this part of the framework. And you'll be able to understand then that you've got the customer journey, but as the customer's going through their journey, they have to have these amazing experiences that you're creating for them. And that's why we call it strategy transformation, because you're transforming your customers as they go through the journey with you. So that's the customer experience transformation. I hope you'll begin to get an idea of how this framework works, and we'll move on to the next segment of it in the next module.